Guess what happened? Blue took over this weekend with mono blue spirits in Pioneer, taking first place. This isn't the first time that this weird mono blue deck, which looks absolutely useless, looks like a standard deck because it basically is modeled after a standard deck, is somehow top tier in the format. What are we gonna see next? Are we gonna see mono blue spirits in Modern? What's going on here? Okay, let's start off with the Ascendant Spirit, a blue 1/1 that you have to pump up to like get a much bigger spirit. Ascendant Spirit becomes a 2. You have to pay 2 snow and it becomes a 2/1 creature. Oh, sorry, 2/3 creature. Then you have to pay 3 snow to upgrade it, put a flying counter on it, and it becomes a Spirit Warrior Angel with base power and toughness 4/4. And you have to pump it up 4 snow. And if Ascendant Spirit is an angel, put 2 more counters on it, and it gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So basically, you artificially create your own big, giant, Curious Obsession creature. Now, Mausoleum Wanderer I can get behind. This is a good creature. Maybe we can zoom in a little bit more. I feel like I'm a little far. There we go. So Mausoleum Wanderer I can get behind this. It's great versus the burn deck. Great versus... Actually, what other decks are there here? Not that I am super in line with the Pioneer metagame. Oh yeah, you're going to interact versus the Azorius control and the Rakdos midrange. And also, would it work against this Hidden Strings deck? They got spells up the wazoo. No, you're not untapping anything. Nothing. You may tap or untap target permanent. No, not while the Mausoleum Wanderer has something to say about that. Flying, whenever another spirit enters the battlefield under your control, Mausoleum Wanderer gets +1/+1 until end of turn. But you can sack it. Counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays X, where X is Mausoleum Wanderer's power. Spectral Sailor. You know, at this point, I mean, they're mostly just playing as many spirits as possible that are for 1 mana, that they can reasonably get a Curious Obsession on the next turn, and then protect it with something like Lofty Denial. Rattle Chains, really strong spirit in this deck because it's basically a counter spell for spells. Blue and 1 generic 2/1 flying flash creature. When it enters the battlefield, target spirit gains hexproof until end of turn, and you may cast spirit spells as though they had flash. Shacklegeist, probably one of the key spirits of this deck that makes this deck playable. Without this spirit, I don't know. It's a pile of cards as far as I'm concerned. So for a blue and 1 generic, we have a 2/2 flyer. Shacklegeist can block only creatures with flying, but that's okay. That's okay because it's got a special activated ability. Tap to untap spirits you control, tap target creature you don't control. So any 2 random crap you have on the battlefield, tap down your big fatty. It's going nowhere. Stopped in its tracks. Supreme Phantom, our only lord in this deck. It's the only thing we can afford in mono blue. Magus of the bargain, huge fan here. Mono blue spirits is where it's at. Hey, I love my mono blue decks. I have the blue white spirits deck for Pioneer. So what am I supposed to do? Scrap the whole thing and go mono blue? It looks like that's the case. And look how cheap the deck is. Look how ridiculously cheap this is. It's actually cheaper on paper than it is online, which is just flabbergasting. $180. Where's the most of the money going? Not even to Faceless Haven. Faceless Haven is literally $1. Oh my god, Curious Obsession is big money. $23 for this uncommon. It's gone to the moon. I guess Brazen Borrowers. Oh, Unlicensed Hearse is played in this deck. Alright, good call. Good call, nice. MTG Ectoplasm here with people are unaware that in a month, Bant is 39%, Mono Blue is 47%, and Azorius is 61% win rate in Spirits and Pioneer. How do you know the win rate? How do you guys know the win rate? I am unaware. So what you're saying is Azorius is still better, but this one has like the better results overall. KibG says, just run 4 Sky Slasher and crush this deck. Yeah, but who wants to be brave enough to do that? Surprise on Phoenix without iteration, still getting top 1. It's basically a precon. The sideboard might be worth more than the main. It most definitely is. Main deck is like basically nothing. Just make sure that you had your Mausoleum Wanderers. Did anyone buy their Mausoleum Wanderers when they had the chance? What is it? Mausoleum. There we go. Oh, it's too late. It's still not bad. You know, though. I mean, all things considered, I mean, this thing could go to $20 for all we know. How many printings does it have? Just one? Oh, it was a pre-release card too, but that doesn't count. But I mean, like, yeah. So here's the Great Rise of Pioneer. Oh, no, it's not. This is not the Great Rise of Pioneer. Here's the Great Rise of Pioneer. Here's the Great Crash of COVID, and that was the time to buy your cards. Oh, who bought their cards during the dark ages of COVID? And now the cards are coming back. They're skyrocketing. Press F to doubt that Blood Spirits has a 61% win rate. Shacklegeist isn't key. Mausoleum Wanderer is. Well, you could say... Well, I think they're both very good. Kevin Sellers, people are unaware that most statistics are made up. Most statistics are mostly made up. Or you could say a good joke here is like 80% of statistics are made up. In all honesty, Sky Slasher could block a Yorion too. Yep. It'll do whatever it can. People will play Sky Slashes when they don't want to get beat up by blue cards. Sure. Reprint Wander already? No, the Wizards didn't even know it needed to be reprinted. It's looking at it's like $2. Why do we need to reprint this thing? So getting back to the deck, so that's the creature base, but it's more than that. It's also the spells. So slip out the back. It's like a crappy ephemerate. So for 1 blue instant, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It phases out. Except you can actually target your opponent's creatures. So it could act like removal. You could use it to protect your own creatures, which I think most of the time you're going to do. But you can also target your opponent's creatures, and it'll get a little bit bigger, but it will phase out, and you get to get in there for the attack. Lofty Denial, our counter spell. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. If you control a creature with flying, counter that spell unless its controller pays 4 instead. Oh, I'm mistaking this card with another one. I thought it got a discount. No, it's just that if you have a flyer, you have to pay more. Geist Light Snare. Blue 2 generic. The spell costs 1. Oh, I was thinking of this one. Costs 1 less to cast if you control a spirit. It also costs 1 less to cast if you control an enchantment. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Kyle Driver, thank you so much. Good morning today. Good morning, Kyle. And then we got our Curious Obsession, of course. This card objectively is not that great, but if you can protect it, it's nice. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. So if you can, you may not want to be too aggressive with this. If your opponent has a bunch of open mana, you know, get the clue that they probably have removal. But when they tap out, that's when you play your Curious Obsession. You get to draw a card. So it replaces itself. And then the deal is, if you can get any additional damage on any future turns, that's just gravy. And it can snowball the game out of control. It's just crazy. So, now what also makes it feel like a Merfolk deck is the creature lands. We got Faithless Haven over here. Should I move? How much should I move here? There we go, Faithless Haven. 4. The only thing that sucks about this deck is you have to play with the snow-covered islands. You have to. You don't have any choice. You don't have many arts there to choose from. So hopefully you like the butt plug snow-covered island or some of the other ones. That's the only downside to this deck. So we got 4 Faithless Haven. Pay 3 snow. It becomes a 4/3 creature with vigilance and all creature types until end of turn. So it's also a spirit. It's a spirit and spirit. And we have 1 Ottawa, the Soaring City. Very nice sideboard suite. We've got Witness Protection, basically 1 mana removal. Enchant creature becomes a 1/1 legitimate business person. 3 Ether Gust, 1 Disdainful Stroke, 3 Unlicensed Hearse, nice Graveyard Hate, also turns into a gigantic creature. 2 Brazen Bar, and 4 Mystical Dispute for those damn control decks. Nick Lopez says, I think I can just build this deck. From 1 to 10, how much should I play this? 10. This is a 10. Probably I should play this damn thing, but I don't play Pioneer often enough. But if I did play Pioneer, it would be this deck. So, I mean, I have... What do I got? I got the Snow-Covered Islands for Merfolk. I got what Mausoleum one. I got this. I got this. I don't got this. But it's cheap. I got this. I have most of this deck already. Whatever I... Like, I got this from my Merfolk collection. Toolbox. So it's not very hard for me. I just need some Shackle Guys, some Faithless Havens, some Ascendant Spirits, and I'm good to go. And you know what? The Fusion 5K is coming up. Where's the Fusion 5K? There it is, July 9th. So the deal is, the Fusion 5K is coming on July 9th. Modern. Main event is Modern, but there is a side event. There's a Pioneer side event for everyone who's scrubbed out of the Modern event. You can play the Pioneer side event. So I actually should make sure that I got... I'll bring... Damn it, I gotta buy sleeves for this too. So I'll bring Mono Blue Spirits as my backup when I go to the Fusion 5K. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. July 9th. See you there. And while we're at it, we're going to thank our sponsors, FusionGamingOnline.com. Deal of the week. Save 15% off select Commander singles. You get 15% Commander. Oh my god, you get the Mana Vault. I don't know what they mean by select Commander singles. I guess you have to look it up and see if you get a discount. Does my Mana Vault give me discount? I don't see the discounts here. Hold on, let's look up Cyclonic Rift. There we go. Okay, so we see the GAD. They slashed the price here from $50 to $40, making all the other ones look so much more expensive. Return to Ravnica, Cyclonic Rift. You got a deal here. Only at FusionGamingOnline.com. 15% off. And don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout for an additional 5% off all your purchases. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. And if you want to play that Mono Blue Pioneer Spirit stack, by all means, I got the link to the deck list in the description below. But you can also support the channel by renting that deck using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or use coupon code, what is it, Nikachu_WBN for 10% off all your purchases. Yes, wonderfully support the channel. Good morning, everyone. Titania says, a great way to build into this deck is the Challenger deck. It's like $35 on Amazon, has like 80% of the deck. To Amazon! What is it called? Do they have most of it? Mausoleum Wanderer. Mausoleum Wanderer Challenger deck. So which one is it?
You know, you could also get these Challenger decks at your local game store.
If they're still available. Azorius has more lords, but less interaction, of course, a less effective mana base. But what does that even matter? Like, you could just... It's not hard to add the interaction. Manuel says, see you at the 5K, gonna be drafting the hell out of the Devil Masters, though. Oh, you will not see me anywhere around those draft cards. Okay, which one is it? It's gotta be none of these. Oh, here we go. Maybe this one? The Spirit stack? Spirits! For Pioneer! Look at that box. Box is worth keeping. So what's included? Pioneer Challenger decks. Choose your strategy. What's in the box? Pfft, doesn't even really tell me. This is not helpful. Wow, we got nothing. People are happy, though. Exactly as described. Well, not really. I don't know what's inside it. Azorius Spirits. These ghosts are friendly to you. Take the skies with a squadron of spirits and other flyers that will bring your opponents crashing down. How can they crash down when they never got up? I can't see the deck list. Whatever. I'm just going to trust it's that one. Also, Lotus Field Challenger deck is also really good. The Spirits Challenger deck. But it's going to be more full of Spirits cards. How much is this? Well, whatever. Okay, so now we know what's inside. We got one Brazen Borrower, which might pay for itself. Like, the Brazen Borrower is pretty expensive. It's not cheap. And the Mausoleum Wanderer, so there might actually be some arbitrage opportunity here. How much is this? $34. How much is a Brazen Borrower right now? We know this is $8, so that's 18. $18 plus 14, 22, 32. It's close. So this is $32 just in these first 3 cards. Oh, it has to be worth it. Especially with the Spell Queller. If you can get this, I mean, this is just an arbitrage opportunity. You just buy this and then sell the cards inside and you make a profit. As far as I'm concerned. That's pretty much the cost of the deck for those first 3 cards, exactly. Just Google Pioneer Challengers deck. We are there. What do you think of Cerulean Drake in the sideboard versus red? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's real poop, though. Because it just sits there. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It's a good sideboard card if you think you really need it. Okay, we got your 4 Supreme Phantom. What is Supreme Phantom worth? Where's... Okay, here's our deck list. So what are the most expensive pieces? The Mausoleum Wanderer, the Curious Obsession. Do we get Curious Obsessions in here? We don't. It's pure creatures. And a little bit of counter spells. So we gotta still buy the Curious Obsessions. What else? We need an Otawara. Snow-covered islands, honestly, are actually not free. What is it, like $1 an island? It's $1 an island. Witness Protection. Unlicensed Hearst is now money. Mystical Dispute. Do we get Mystical Disputes? That seems like something they would give us. Oh, they did not give us the Mystical Disputes. How rude. How rude. But yeah, it's still worth it. So yeah, step 1. You get yourself the Pioneer Challenger deck. Because you are going to get more value out of this. I mean, you can sell it. How much is a Spell Queller now? How much is a Spell Queller? I can't see it here. Because it comes with Spell Quellers. As we speak, probably these Pioneer Challenger decks are being bought up. Oh, it's not very expensive. Spell Queller is a buy right now. Whoa! Whoa! Historic lows! Has been reprinted? Yeah, sort of. But not really. Historic low, that's a buy. Nikachu, do you think it's worth it to invest in Arclight Phoenix in Modern? Oh, an Arclight Phoenix deck in Modern? Yes, but it will... So, like, I do believe Arclight Phoenix. I very strongly believe a card like Arclight Phoenix. Like, the deck is not great right now. It's fine. You can make some nice... There are some nice playable Arclight Phoenix decks. Like, playable. But the deal is, like, one day Arclight Phoenix will be worth this much money. If that's what you're asking. Like, a good time to buy it was, like, down here when it's in the pits. And now it has risen back up. I guess maybe people like you see some promise with it right now. But Arclight Phoenix is that type of card that will spike to hell when... or spike to the moon, I should say. To when people find a shell for it. It's not banned. A lot of people thought it should have been banned. No, the real card to be banned was Faithless Looting. I was right all along. You foolish people who think Faithless Looting should be in Modern. It wasn't Arclight Phoenix's fault. Do people know that it comes with 4 Mausoleum Wanderer? No. It comes with 2. It comes with 4 Rattle Chains, though. What else could be money in here? Watcher of the Spheres? Definitely not. Spell Pierce? Definitely not. Glacial Fortress might be some money. Glacial Fortresses ain't free. And it's the Ixalan one. That's a little bit of money! Alright, we're adding it up. Pioneer Challenger deck. Big money. Yeah, the Ixalan one is like $4.50. That's an extra $9 in your pocket right there. That's an extra $9. Can anyone else find extra money? I doubt Temple of Enlightenment is worth a whole lot. Isolate, I doubt is worth anything. Silk Wrap, Light of Hope, Devout Decree. Ether Gust might be a little something. Ether Gust is a great sideboard card. Okay. It was a great sideboard card. Price memory in my mind. Kevin Seller says, I bought into Pioneer with the Lotus Field Challenger deck, but now I'm in the process of foiling out a more competitive version of the deck. The Challenger decks were gas when they came out. They were great. It was a great idea. And it was worth it for them to, like, go hard and put a lot of value in it because, like, the prices of the Pioneer decks were, like, so deflated. They did great with these Pioneer Challenger decks. You wouldn't see this with Modern anymore. No, you can't see this with Modern. Never would happen. If you think Faithless Looting should be unbanned, you should just go play Legacy. Agreed. Or we get no ban Modern, which I think would satisfy all these people who's like, unban Looting! Unban Splitter Twin! Okay, fine, we'll give you your format. Just shut up. Doctor Glass Bottle. Why not let back in there is enough graveyard hate? Now it's not going to do much. Get the hell out of here. It's not gonna... It will... You could do insanely busted things on turn 1. Oh god, my, someone's buzzing. I'll be right back. Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Get a delivery from Johnson.
Okay, I'll be right down. It was Amazon. Can you hear me? Amazon arrived. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, talking about how we can never let Faithless Looting in Modern. Never gonna happen. It's like, it doesn't matter how much graveyard hate there is. It's you have to prevent the explosive turn 1, turn 2 kills, which is gonna be, you're gonna like put the test to someone. Do you got the graveyard hate or not? And if you're on the play, you're gonna completely destroy someone. Too many stairs. And not enough elevators here. Me says, got sick yesterday, burning up with a fever. Thanks for the stream, Nikachu. It's a great distraction. You're welcome. There's plenty of replays as well. But it's more fun when you're here live. Which can only happen once every day. Random Amazon package unboxing coming. You want to see what I got from Amazon? You guys want to see what I got from it? I don't even remember what I bought. I mean, I know one thing. I can't remember everything, though. Hold on, let me get my packages. What did I get on it? What did I get on Amazon? Where is Nikachu's knife? I don't even know if I need it. Actually, this thing opens up pretty well. Aha! I've got O'Keefe's Working Hand Moisturizer. I need a good moisturizer. Remember that? Remember? Has to be cry as usual. Remember that? I still have this situation with my fingerprints. Like my fingerprints are getting worn away, but I think it's because I use so much like hand sanitizer and I wash my hands incessantly. I don't have like a good. You're supposed to like moisturize your hands with it. COVID has like worn away my fingerprints. You know, on my computer, it doesn't even recognize my finger anymore. It doesn't recognize my finger anymore. If you guys know a better moisturizer than this, I'm all ears, but apparently this was like highly recommended on the internet. But they're all highly recommended on the internet. So now we're gonna see. Is this any good? Oh, what, I have to remove something? They've always got that plastic thing over there. Why aren't there treats for Salud? Oh, you know what? Salud can't have treats anymore. Salud's kidneys are going. So Salud has to be on like a low sodium, low protein diet. So like the treat, he had like 2 to 3 treats a day, and now that's just cut in, like it's just dead. It's gone. He was very unhappy about his diet changing. Now he's on like Salud is on a diet chicken food, so that we can prolong his life as much as possible. All right, so how is this? How good is this moisturizer? Ooh, goes on nice. And no smell, actually literally no smell, which is nice. Vegetable treats for doggo. Yeah, lube it up. We're lubing it up. All right, so far this is good. You know, honestly, I like the greasy moisturizers, but like the really good moisturizers aren't greasy at all. I don't know, the greasy ones give me like some dexterity. All right, what is this other thing? I don't even remember what this is. I don't remember what I ordered on Amazon. I gotta buy something, so. Ugh, the moisturizer won't let me open Nikachu's blade. Hey, there we go. Let's see what I got. Could be underwear. Could be anything. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by O'Keefe, whatever. It's a free one. Oh, I got some black shirts. I actually got some black shirts because, like, black looks really good in thumbnails. I like dark gray. I just recently got, like, 12 dark gray shirts from Amazon. Because it was like 40 bucks. And I'm like, well, that's a pretty good price. So I can have some consistency on camera. But I realized I don't own any, like, true black shirts. So I got some now black shirts. Specifically, like, to make thumbnails with. So in future thumbnails, you're going to see, like, I'll be in black instead of gray. Thanks, Amazon. Actually, Amazon's really nice with the clothing. I'm also shopping for, what's it called? I need a new sweater. This thing's dying on me. Like, everything is just... Anyway, it's... The sleeves are going, but I don't know where to get one. I need one without a logo on it. I was at, like, Ralph Lauren, and they had a great sweater, but they had this stupid horsey logo on it. I was like, I'm not buying that thing. Not happening. Yeah, thumbnail fashion. You better believe it. MTG Game Bomb says, I sent you an email about Las Vegas. I got it. I emailed back to you. I'm going. I'll see you there. Now you don't have to see the email. Don't have to see the email. Not if this has ever been asked. What type of cats do you have? I have one. I think Chubby Meatball is a Russian blue. It's a gray cat for sure. I mean, this is... Let's find one that looks exactly like Chubby Meatball. That one's pretty close. It's pretty close to Chubby Meatball. Oh, that looks like Chubby Meatball. Yeah, the whole pose and everything. So I think she's a Russian blue, but like she's not officially a Russian blue. She's just a gray cat that we got for like no money. And then Salud is a exotic short hair, whatever the hell that means. There we go. This is Salute. But he has a Himalayan sort of... There we go, this is Salute. Including the stupidity. let's see if we can find one with that has more dignity. But these are the colors of Salute. Salute. Do we get a Nikachu Las Vegas vlog someday? Yes, I'll probably vlog. Vlogging is, I will admit, vlogging is a bit harder now that I'm famous because people just want to talk to me all the time. So there's less time for vlogging. Whereas when people didn't know who the hell I was, well, no one approaches me, no one wants to talk. By the way, I like talking to people. I love talking with the fans. But there's just less room or time to vlog. Carhartt has durable and comfortable sweatshirts. The logo is only an inch or two in diameter. Nope, no logo. Or the logo is on the inside of the sweater. I'd be fine with that. No logo on the outside. Not gonna happen. Either the sweater looks like it's a complete no-name, or nothing. I have a gray cat named Jace. His eyes were deep blue, but for only 2 weeks. And a black cat named Liliana. Yes, I'm a nerd.
We might also call ourselves geeks here.
I personally identify myself as a geek. Are you guys a geek or you guys think you're a geek or you're a nerd? I think this I missed Magic Travel vlogs. It made me feel like I got to travel while being stuck in my city working all the time. My pets are Koopa and Jace. Well, we know where your heart lies. We got a Mario fan over there. I can't tell if you're tall or short. That's why I ask. I'm 5'9". I used to be 5'10". Apparently now I'm 5'9". My most recent visit to the doctor says, no, you're 5'9", so I'm shrinking a little bit. Happens when you get old. Would you wear a Nikachu logo hoodie? Yes. Not in general. Well, I don't know. It depends. It depends. I prefer to wear the Nikachu logo shirt and a regular hoodie. Do you have Unique Glow in Canada? Their clothing has no branding at all. It's just plain simplicity. What is this? Unique Glow. I have no idea what the hell this is. Although I haven't been in a mall in forever, so maybe we have this and I just don't know about this. Do we got this in Canada? We have in Winnipeg? I can't tell. Mr. DJ Longhair, thank you so much. It's always a great morning when you show up. I have 2 cats named Harry and Neville and a dog named Albus. You know, that might be the pinnacle of MTG content creation if I can get someone to name their pet after me. This is Nikachu and this is the Professor. Uniqlo looks like a Supreme knockoff. Hey, I don't care if they get rid of the Supreme logo. What's a mall? It's like Amazon, except in person. Yeah, someone names 2 pets, Nikachu and Nikachu's brother. Darth Vader! Do you think it's worth it to pick up any of the Pioneer Merfolk in anticipation of Dominaria United? It may give us enough to have a viable deck. I don't think there's very many expensive Merfolk to pick up. There's like nothing. Like, what do you have to get? Like, there's no lords or anything. Everything is pretty cheap. Like, Silvergill Adept's been printed to oblivion. I don't think it... Like, if you have... I don't think there's any Pioneer-specific Merfolk you'd have to go get. Maybe Kumena Tyrant of Vraska, but I doubt it. I think you're safe. I think you can just wait. And the odds of us getting, like, a Bombshell Merfolk card is, like, nil. This is basically zilch. I could name a fish Nikachu. Yeah. Modern human card prices are dirty cheap. Just picked up a playset of 90% of them for 20 bucks. Modern human. Oh, really? The humans deck. Like Champion of the Parish and stuff. I don't even think that deck is dead. I should build my blue-white. I made a blue-white deck on paper. Well, let's look up modern. What the hell is this? Decks, popular decks. Alright, let's look for humans, if it even exists. Let's see the value. See, some people like you, Jake, you're thinking ahead. And you know what? It's only 20 bucks. Like, how, what, and you love the deck probably. So, like, what do you really have to lose here? There we go, humans. A fraction of the metagame. Wow, how far we have fallen, haven't we, humans? Yeah, there's a lot of cards super cheap. Kitesail Freebooter is nothing. Champion of the Parish is very, very cheap. Thalia, Thal's Lieutenant, very, very cheap. Phantasmal Image, also very cheap. Reflector Mages cost nothing. I don't know how you got all this for 20 bucks. You got it on sale or something. But this is pretty cheap. Humans is underrated? Possible. Weren't there leaks a few months ago saying we'll go back to Lorwyn in 2023? No. But definitely not. I never heard of that leak. I mean, if anyone can confirm that leak, I'm all for it. And I'm all fine for showing off the leaks on this channel. We're not afraid of leaks. Yeah, and so many humans are printed in every set, so the deck will see some upgrades sooner or later. There's got to be a human deck like right now, and no one is looking for it because people want to stay in the 5-color territory, and 5 color is fine, it's great, but fact of the matter is some of these cards don't hold up so well. Phantasmal Image actually doesn't hold up so well. It gets pinged off easily by Ren and 6. Same thing with like Noble Hierarch. What else is weak to Ren and 6? Like Ren and 6 is a big deal, so the deck should be modified for it. But I think it's got a lot of good stuff still in blue and white. Yeah, they've got this what's the true name Nemesis? They've got a true name Nemesis card. I don't remember what it's called because I was researching humans cards. What's there? It's like when it enters the battlefield, choose like odd or even as protection from odd or even. Like literally protection from odd or even. It's absolutely disgustingly insane. And no one's playing this card. Eldraine was Lorwyn 2.0. Yeah, that's true. It's really hard to play humans in a field infested with fury. No, not if you build it correctly. If you build it correctly, it's not a Boros card. It's a 3-mana. I'll just look for it. Okay, what do we got? Creature, human, only white, and mana value equal to 3. Legal and modern. It's not Sanctum Prelate. Maybe I got the word wrong. Okay, where is it? Where are you? And you're like and it's like a 3/3, I think. Ugh, too many creatures. I'm just hoping it like jumps out at me. I hope I didn't skip it. Next 60. I don't want to look at another 60. Should have put power 3, but I don't remember what its power was. Too many humans. Does no one know? Does Modern just not know this card exists? Lava Brink, that's it. Lava Brink Venture. When it enters the battlefield, choose odd or even. Lava Brink Venture has protection from each converted mana cost of the chosen value. When you choose odd, do you know what this thing has protection from? Let's do a roll call here. Let's do a roll call. I don't want a new tab. I want to duplicate this tab. No, duplicate this tab. Okay, Lava Brink Venture has protection from, if you choose odd, Lightning Bolt. But what else does it have protection from? It has protection from Unholy Heat. What else does it have protection from? It actually has from Prismatic Ending up to 4. So like, sorry, up to 3. So you can they can Prismatic Ending, but they need to pay 4 mana for it. It has protection from Fatal Push. And, yes, and Fury, baby. Hate looking up Fury. I wish I could just, like, you could put, like, Fury creature and it would show up. So you choose odd, no longer afraid of Fury. And Solitude. When I found this creature, I thought it was nuts. Not to mention, most of the creatures are odd. You know, what is Murktide? Like, it's true name Nemesis. It's true name Nemesis for crying out loud. It's literally, yeah, it has protection from all the Abosh decks. Abosh and everything in it. Well, not Stomp. I guess it gets hit by Stomp. But no, but it doesn't even care about Stomp because it's a 3/3 creature. So it's a decent clock. Like, it's a pretty decent clock. So, Murktide Regent, Ragavan, Dragon's Rage Channeler, Death Shadow. You can't get hit by Ren and 6, can't get hit by Teferi, Time Raveler. It's 3 mana. Protection from the format, for crying out loud. I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you. Yeah, it has protection from Svelun. Yeah, Stomp is considered 2, but it only deals 2 damage and is a 3 toughness creature. This is invincible! I was like... Because I was researching my, like... Because before I made the Ephemerate Merfolk deck, I made an Ephemerate Humans deck. Because I thought, well, Ephemerate looks really good in the Humans deck. Blinking creatures, getting them back, getting extra triggers for Champion of the Parish, resetting Thal's Lieutenant, buffing everything up again. This is great. So I was looking for, like, what are some good creatures... some other good creatures that I could have in blue-white, and I found this guy, and I was like, this is insane! This is really, really good! Yeah, it doesn't have, well, it doesn't have protection from Dress Down. Of course, Dress Down gets everything. Why isn't Spirits up there in playability with Drog Skull Captain and double Drog Skull Captain? It just isn't. I mean, it's a deck. You know, Blue-White Spirits is still around. The companions and triumphs blank the rest of Ikoria. Couldn't target it with Ephemerate though. I mean, yeah, I don't intend to. So I mean, if I name like if I name odd, I don't intend on blinking it because I assume this thing is indestructible. Oh baby, give me true name Nemesis in Modern. As far as I'm concerned, the way Modern is right now, this is the closest we can get to true name Nemesis, and it's a pretty good. It's pretty damn close. I think this bricks a ton of the format. So you just play Cavern on Human, slam this thing down, name odd, and they're like, okay, I guess I can't do anything about this thing. Good thing is, if you choose odd, your opponent has to spend at least 2 mana to remove it. Yeah, at least 2 mana. It used to be a 3/1 for 1. It's nice, isn't it? This is a nice chunky creature. It's a nice chunky creature. And yeah, you can use things like Sanctum Prelate and stuff like that. You know, Lava Brink Venture hits odd. Sanctum Prelate hits even. Or you could just both hit odd, I guess. But I think this is great. Busy Thursday. I will be busy Thursday. Sorry about that. I will be busy on Thursday, Mr. DJ Longhair. Is Pro Karn. It's 3 mana, lol. It might be okay in Pioneer. I don't know what it's like in Pioneer. Pioneer might have more 2 mana removal. But in Modern, all those decks being greedy at 1 mana, they might meet their match. I like all the conditionals to make the cards sound good. Is Pioneer Elves viable? Absolutely. I think maybe. This is the Modern metagame. Where is the Pioneer metagame? I would assume I assume your elf deck would just be mono green ramp. Let's see, Banned Spirits. Is there a dedicated elf deck? There might not. Selesnya, Mono Green Stompy. There might not. There might not. Oh, here we go. Golgari Elves. There is something out there. Not going to promise it's any good. But there's something out there. The creature base is nothing. Dirt cheap. It's basically free. The protection avoids anger of the gods? It does. Yeah. You'll have it does protection from damage of those sources. It doesn't have protection from things like anything that would say destroy everything. It doesn't have protection from that. So, what's it called? Bontu's Reckoning or something. Hold on, Bontu's Last Reckoning. So destroy all creatures. So it wouldn't have protection from this. It doesn't protect you from destruction, but it does protect you from damage. Yeah, you heard the music, everyone. It's time for Decklist review. So if you got a decklist you want reviewed, go into the description. There's a link to the Discord. Join the Discord, find the channel Decklist Review, enter the command !review deck space, give the URL to your decklist, and you'll be eligible at random for Decklist review. Want to skip the line? Pay $15 USD to paypal.me/Nikachu MTG. And you will not be selected at random. You'll be selected on purpose because you paid for it. And for $35, I will play the deck in a match. One match. You do not get a league. It's dead to Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, of course, but no one plays this. Also, dumb question. How do people deal with removing True Name Nemesis on the battlefield? Edict effects, like Liliana the Veil. Plague Engineer. Engineered Plague. There are ways. And Wraths. Yeah, Supreme Verdict, it'll do the job. True Name Nemesis isn't actually indestructible, as a lot of people say. It's a bunch of bull crap. Oh, Dress Down is a good one too. Yeah, that's... Dress Down has completely changed the game. Wow, Dress Down is now like an answer to anything. Just play blue and now you can like literally answer anything. Even Lava Brink... What is it called? Lava Brink Venture. Even the Lava Brink Venture cannot dodge Dress Down. Dress Down's a hell of a card. Okay, hold on. Who do we got here today? We have got... Not loading. Discord seems to be slow this morning. Oh, maybe I should close Discord and open it up again. Why my command not working? Do I have to pick things at random? Bone Crusher Giant kills True Name Nemesis. Oh well, only if the Dress Down's on the battlefield. I have 2 off-color fetches for red, white for Blood Moon. That's all you need. Well, actually, you should have more than that, but whatever. Is Witness Protection any good in Modern? Right now, no. It's not great. It's like not a great card right now in Modern. Right now, like, I would say the creatures you put it on aren't worth it. And I wouldn't say it's great right now. It's fine, though. It is fine. Actually, maybe True Name Nemesis might be too OP. Make blue even stronger. Like, True Name Nemesis can be printed in Modern. They could do it at any time. Is Nightbot offline? Oh, okay, thanks, Lord Magicus. Okay, so... Okay, I'm gonna pick something at random here. I'm closing the eyes. You see this? What do we got? We've got Dillashaw. I was scrolling up and down my Discord. Congratulations, you're the next contestant for Decklist Review. Still random, but the methods are dubious. We've got Blue Moon, trying to bring back the Blue Moon back to glory. 4 Snapcaster Mage, 4 Brazen Borrower, 4 Subtlety, and 1 Fury. Interesting, you go for the Subtlety, but don't want so many Furies. When Fury, I think, is... Well, you don't have as many red cards in your deck, but, you know, Fury is the one that blows people out big time. For 2 Jason the Mind Sculptor, 4 Lightning Bolt, 4 Counterspell, 2 logic, not a trick bind, prismatic ending, 1 cryptic command, 2 fire/ice, a memory deluge, search for as Kanta, and Blood Moon. I think there's like too many dated cards in here. Yeah, logic not in 2022 is not. You might as well have Mana Leak. Is it worth it? Okay, 2 things I want to see in this deck. I wanted to see you play Murktide Regent. You don't need to have... Like, Murktide is just a really good card. It's like the beater of all beaters to win the game. If price is an issue, okay, I understand. But that is such a good control card, especially in a deck like this. I mean, it's built... You've basically built your deck for Murktide Regent. The Blood Moons are fine. Search for Kanta is just old and dated. I would... Trick Bind. What is Trick Bind for? Because, like, why have Trick Bind when you could just have a counter spell of some sort? This deck needs Archmage's Charm. Probably, yeah, probably. The problem with Archmage's Charm in a Blood Moon deck is, like, you're gonna have all the blue sources. It's tough. I mean, you do have Cryptic Command here, though. Cut the 4 subtleties. So maybe instead of Logic Knot and Trick Bind, like Trick Bind on the draw lets you answer. Well, you should have some Force Negations. Is this budget? Do you have any? I'm getting a sense that this is a budget deck because you don't even have Force Negation. We don't even have a sideboard. No reason not to run Ragavan either. No, you do have a reason because there's a lot of removal in the format, and Ragavan is just this type of creature that can die to other people's removal. So, like, Ragavan is fantastic if it doesn't die and it, you know, is completely uncontested. But if it so what's really nice about a deck like this, its approach to the metagame, is that your opponent's Lightning Bolts and Unholy Heats don't have great targets. They have really crappy targets. Or, like, even if you, even if you bolt this, at least it probably got a Petty Theft and then also got a 3/1 body on the battlefield before it made its demise. So, you know, when you have less of those 1-drops on turn 1, you get to leverage. You create more dead cards in your opponent's deck. You make the Fatal Pushes a little bit more dead, which is why I want to, you know, get like some Murktides out there, some beautiful Murktides. I mean, I do see the appeal of Ragavan because you could get a turn 2 Blood Moon, but it's not mandatory. Looks like a semi-budget deck, a deck between 5,000 to 800. You mean 5,000? You mean 500 to 800? I don't know how you are even winning a game with this deck. It's not 2016 anymore. It's a control deck. Hey, look, there are Murktide control decks out there. It's basically Ragavan, Murktide Regent, and Jace the Mind Sculptor, and the rest of the Murktide shell. But there are like control-ish decks out there. What do I want to do? Yeah, don't like Search for Kanta. Memory Deluge is okay. Definitely have Force and Negation. There probably should be Force and Negation and... So instead, I probably would remove 1 Blood Moon, because 4 is clunky. 4 is a bit clunky. Vendilion Click for hand disruption? Not necessarily. Vendilion Click, honestly, is not a really well-positioned card overall. I feel like Blue-White would just be the better option. Solitude, Verdict, Dovin's Veto. The whole idea is to play Blood Moon, which is not a bad idea. But I'd probably have the 4th one in the... I mean, maybe this deck just doesn't have a sideboard, so we have to have all 4 in the main. Do we have any way of looting away extra Blood Moons, though? I guess the Prismari command does it. Although I'm not in love with this card. I'm just not in love with it. Expressive Iteration is not... It's okay, but it's not great in this deck. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's better than Prismari command, Search for his Kanta, and Memory Deluge all combined. Expressive Iteration should be in the deck. But Blue-White has good matchups against the decks you bring Blood Moon against. This is their idea. This is what they want to do. You know, like, you can't make the argument, well, don't play Elves because, like, this other tribal deck is better. I mean, this is what they want to do. So you have to make the best of, like with a strategy that they have fun playing. They want to Blood Moon people out. They want to Blood Moon people out. And it's not a ridiculous strategy either. There are Murktide decks that just cut their Ragavans. They cut the Dragon Rage Chandler, and they have Ragavan and Murktide, and it starts looking like a more of a control deck with Blood Moon in the main. I mean, okay, hold on. Let's look up one of these decks. Let's look up a Murktide deck that doesn't have Dragon Rage Chandler. I don't know how easy it's going to find. It is to find one of them. Just to demonstrate, like, what's working right now. Maybe this is a Murktide deck. It says Murktide Regent. Nope. Not mid-rangey enough for me. How about this one with the green in it? Is it more of a murky deck? No, it's more of a Tarmy deck, though. I can't find one of these. Okay, so quick. This probably is going to be the only deck list review because we're taking so long on this. Good point. Don't worry, you guys can say whatever you want within some reason, without it getting banned. I don't think Bone Crusher Giant can even target True Name Nemesis. Well, if you have Dress Down on the battlefield. Well, this is a... Thomas, you're a little slow. I know what comment you're responding to, but that was like 20 minutes ago. Completely forgot this was live. I thought I was watching a replay. Matthias, I own a few decks. Do you think it's worth selling Renin 6, Teferi, and Ragavan and using the money to pay for 12 months of Mana Traders? Oh, you mean you own the cards on online, or you own the cards in paper? It all comes down to you. How much do you like to play multiple decks? Because you say you own a few decks. If you're satisfied with those decks, then just play those decks. It's not necessary to get Mana Traders. Mana Traders is for people who love to play everything. They want to play everything, and they play a lot. So that's the only way I would justify selling your cards for Mana Traders. Otherwise, I'd hold on to the cards. I think it's also good to own the cards. It's a harder decision when you already own a collection. I don't really want to get rid of the collection, you know? The idea is opponent blocks with True Name Nemesis and you stomp the opponent so protection doesn't prevent the damage. Oh, that's hilarious. The stomp has the stupid clause that damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target. Oh yeah, totally forgot about that interaction. Great. Nice interaction. Oh, you fear the ban of Renin 6 and Teferi? Renin 6 is in more danger than Teferi right now. I think Teferi's going to be around for quite a while. Problem is, when you need those cards, you're probably going to need them badly. Okay, what else do I have to say about this deck? Okay, what other counterspells are there? Is it just a few Archmage's Charm? Probably we should have 2 Archmage's Charm instead of 2 Logic Knot. What you really need is a sideboard with like Mystical Dispute or Oh, you know what you could have in the main that's not crazy? Flusterstorm. Flusterstorm is not insane right now, especially versus those Cascade decks. Because after they play the Cascade spell, the card they Cascade into, and your Flusterstorm, they have to pay 3 mana for 1 mana. Hey Decoder, welcome. So Flusterstorm is not an insane card right now. I think it's dirt cheap. Oh, it's not dirt cheap. Oh god. Was it a popular commander card? This card has been in Modern for like almost 3 years and sees almost no play. Just started seeing some play, just randomly out of nowhere. Plasm Capture. Counter target spell. That is not. We're not gonna play this card. It's not happening. It's the green. Isn't it played in Legacy? Yeah, but like, who plays Legacy these days? In paper. If you own the cards already, you own the cards. Just join. But how did Mono Blue Spirits take down the Pioneer Challenge? Easily. That's how I'll put it. Well, I wouldn't say I gave great advice for this deck. But, I mean, that's the advice that we have. Like, consider putting in Archmage's Charm. I mean, at least as a budget counterspell, I guess you could have Spell Pierce, as was recommended by Trevor back here. If you want some early interaction, but, like, it's not going to come in the form of Logic. I don't know, Logic Knot, I guess, is okay, but it's not great. There's something wrong about this deck when you're playing with, like, really old cards. Like Search for Azcanta, Logic Knot. I know you've upgraded some of them. You got your Brazen Bars, your Subtleties, and Furies. I have another Paper Legacy event in 1 month. You know, Legacy's not gone. It's not dead. But it's just that the Legacy Paper players will just play irregularly. They will just play once in a while, and I don't think the community is growing at a very high rate that they affect the paper prices all that much. It's not like Flusterstorm is the newest, best card in Legacy, and the card is completely sold out. A Mana Leak might just be might be a better replacement to Logic Knot. Wouldn't Condescend be better than Logic Knot? What's Condescend? No. Definitely not, actually. Because Logic Knot very often will be paid for 2 mana. This, you have to spend a lot. Counter target spell unless its controller pays X. So making your opponent pay that X is god-awful. Thomas is coming. Hey, I'm 15 to 20 minutes behind at times. Countryside work sucks. That's all. It's all good. Anyway, not the best of the advice, but that's gonna be the advice. I just know, like, the idea is sound to play a Blue Moon deck in Modern with Murktide, but I don't know exactly the right combination of spells to have in that 60. As is, like, it's not terrible. Okay, I'll just say this much. As is, it's not terrible the way you've built this deck, but the only cards that seem out of place is Logic Knot, Trick Bind, and Search for Azcanta. That's all I'll say. Everything else is okay. Everything else is, like, pretty much okay. Alright, that's going to be Coffee and MTG today. Thanks for joining me. We do this Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Weekdays, be there or be square. Thanks, everyone, for the super chats. I really appreciate it. Lets me know you love the channel and you love me. But thank you for showing up today. As you show up every single day with your coffees brewed and the magic brewing. So keep brewing up those coffees and we'll keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you at the next cup.